I'm Lee Spencer with the Racing Boys. I'm here with the 2019 Xfinity Series champion, Tyler Reddick. What's been the last couple of weeks been like for you being a two-time champion?
They've been crazy, but it's been a lot of fun. These are great problems to have. And I feel like since Homestead, I was back in Orlando, I was home Monday, and I was back on a plane, I think, Tuesday morning to go back to Orlando. And I was down there for a day. Then I'm back here back home for the banquet, running around doing stuff in downtown Charlotte for that. And I think the week after that, if I recall, then I was doing stuff for Thanksgiving that week. So I've only been home for a handful of days since Homestead, which seems crazy as it was almost we're getting close to 3-4 weeks ago. So been running around like crazy. But these are good problems to have. We're working on stuff for next year. Have to be here for stuff with NASCAR too for winning the championship. So like I say, good problems to have, but looking forward to getting a little bit of off time here. Hopefully I get a week or two before both sides to come crash the party.
What type of time are you allowing yourself to spend with Randall in the off season, just getting acclimated to the changes leading up to your rookie year in Cup?
Well, that's a bad thing, honestly, right now is I've only spent one day in the shop. I was there the Monday after we won the championship to do a little bit of celebrating, but we weren't working on next year yet. And this past Monday, before I had to leave Tuesday morning to come here, it's the only day I've been home since Homestead. So it's crazy to think this much time's already flown by, and we haven't really gotten working on anything on my front. But Randall and the guys have been working hard already. They're making steps in the right direction, just making sure seats and everything where they need to be. We've already working on that a little bit. So it's just crazy. Time's flying by, and December, Christmas will be here before we know it, and then January will be here, and that's pretty much the reset button, and that's when you officially, mindset-wise, go back to work and the year started. We're already working on stuff for next year, but it's unfortunate Randall and the guys have been having to work on it right now without me being there so much.
When did the magnitude of back-to-back championships set in? Because to do it with two different teams, that accomplishment is it's almost mind-blowing in this day and age where it's almost like a revolving door in Xfinity.
Yeah, it is crazy. But I guess, if I would have ran really, really good last year at Junior Motorsports, I may have ended up going somewhere else on the Cup side. If there was a hole, it didn't really seem like there was a lot of places to go. So I may have just stayed Junior Motorsports for a second year. I don't know. But, with where we were running and the things I was doing, I think the team wanted to go a different direction. And I think, other people, Rich Childress was interested. So it was just the perfect storm. And we ended up going over there and having a really, really good year. And it was probably the best thing that could have happened. I ended up, getting in the, going to the 8 car the next year. So everything happens for reasons, even when they seem like they don't make a lot of sense at the time. But, the path to get here at times didn't make sense. But, the past year's been amazing, and it's gotten us to, it's gotten me and my family and everybody in this position where we can go race in the 8 car next year with a good group of, a good team around us.
I can't think of a rookie class as stout as this one coming up. The big three, it's pretty amazing. I think I have to go back to 2002 when Ryan Newman beat Jimmy Johnson to win Rookie of the Year. But how do the parameters look like, and are you interested in adding that to your resume, or do you just want to win races?
Running Rookie of the Year would be fun. But if we all run 30th every week and don't run any good, then winning Rookie Year means nothing. But I don't get the feeling that that's going to happen. I know Christopher's very fast, Cole's very fast, Mike Shiplett, Davin. They're smart too. So we're all going to, as much as we're competing against each other, I feel like as drivers, I hope, I feel like me and Cole can probably lean on each other. If Christopher wants to, he'll join in that too. But, I feel like us three know each other better than the rest of the guys that we're really going up and racing against. Christopher probably knows Kyle pretty well. I know Austin pretty well, my teammate as well. But, we'll be racing around each other a lot, I'm sure. And, I would love to see us all three go out next year and do really, really well. It would be good for the Xfinity Series. It would be good for all the young guys trying to make it up if all three of us have a really, really good year next year. I don't want to see them run 30th. I want them to be up there racing with me and all of us racing up towards the front. And I know people think RCR has some work to do there, and I know it's not going to come easy, but we're ready for that challenge, and Chevy's done a lot of great things this past year to get this new ZL1 1LE ready to go for 2020.
You mentioned family. Are you and your girlfriend doing a lot of nesting right now? Because the big day, we're getting down to weeks, not months anymore.
She did a lot of her nesting. I'd say, when I was at the shop the last month or so leading up to, Homestead. But since then, she's been running around nearly as much as I have. Next week, I'm doing stuff in Peoria with Caterpillar, and she won't be going to that, so she'll try and get a little bit reacclimated. But I've just got this strange feeling that our son's going to come join us before we get a chance to get settled back in for a week or two. But that wouldn't be a bad thing. It gives us a head start in getting ready for life and what that means and how crazy it'll be trying to get ready for Daytona.
And she did agree to the name after you won the bet.
I had a feeling she was going to try and back out of it, but she had no idea that I was telling all the people in media on TV. I did that as kind of a reassurance and insurance, if you will, that if she tried to back out of it, that everyone knew about it. So it's worked pretty good. I think she was going to fight me on it, but she doesn't really have a lot of choice now since everybody knows about it.
Well, good luck in the off season. Get your rest, because once you guys get into Daytona, it's game on, my friend.
Absolutely. But that's what I love about it. As soon as the year was over, I was ready for next year to start the next day. But I know we got to get ready, and we'll take this time to prepare.
Thanks, champ.
Thanks.